ADHD?
We actually think we're both.
On the spect.
Undiaged.
Yeah.
Undiagged on the spec.
On the spec.
Yeah.
There was
Welcome.
Hoping to maybe delve deeper soon.
Yeah.
This is
Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning. What you gonna do?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Stay Hydrated with my sister Elizabeth Hall.
and my brother Christopher Hall.
And we are getting straight into it today. She walked through the door and we literally had to start recording straight away because we were like, blah, 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 started chatting. Please welcome to your headphones the beautiful, wonderful Sarel.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
We just got straight into it about how much we love summer.
We did. And let me tell you this, summer seasons are mine. I was
Yes.
born in the spring,
Love.
but I come to life in the summer. Like I can wear all my bright colors.
Yeah.
I can put my tanning oils on. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just Aperol Spritz on tap.
Come on. Because an Aperol Spritz, you can have it in the winter.
But why would you?
There's other things you could drink.
Yeah.
But as soon as you hear that fizz, you see that orange colour, you go, or a Crodino Spritz for people who aren't Aperoling.
Nice. I've never had that.
It's good. It's a really good alternate.
What is it? What's the flavour profile?
It is basically non-alcoholic Aperol Spritz.
Shut the front door because I actually don't like alcohol. What's it called?
Crodino.
Crodino.
It's made by the same people. Comes in a little bottle. Straight over ice.
Shut the front.
Yeah.
Door. Straight over ice. Slice of orange. See you later. Yeah.
Go.
My 1.5 hour trip has been made so much more worth it. Like, don't get me wrong, love seeing you go, but this?
Yeah,
That was it.
Crodino, mental
Crodino
notes.
Spritz. Yeah. Do you spritz? Yeah, you can put.
You can put a dash of soda if you want.
Yeah.
But it's
I had it at dinner the other day because I'm trying not to drink midweek, like Monday to Friday, with varying success as the summer months roll in. But I was at an Italian restaurant and I had a Crodino and my friend was like, what is that? She tasted it and she was like, that's actually, it really massages the taste bud or whatever you need.
Because I love the taste of Aperol. And I know she gets a lot of backlash for it, but I like that like bitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you kind of don't know where
She's a complicated lady. Yeah.
You don't know where the flavor profile is going to go. So you're like, are you bitter? Are you sweet? I don't know what's going on. But then, I like it. So
It's amazing.
Right.
The only problem is I will get a 4-pack and drink it like it's juice and be like, that was a tenner. But hey,
it's fine.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Listen,
I'm not
how much is an
drinking.
Aperol?
Exactly.
That's
More
true.
than a tenner.
I'm going to say £11.
In London, we're looking at 12 at least.
At least.
At least. And an establishment that you deem to be suitable, at least 12 packs.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crodino, noted. All right.
Yeah, that's going to elevate your summer, I hope.
No, absolutely. Because I don't do alcohol really.
Interesting.
For not even for anything other than the fact that I didn't really grow up in like a drinking household. I then like had, cocktails or whatever at uni and like, I don't know, vodka or whatever. But I was just like, this tastes like acid, so I'm not going to have any more of this. So I just didn't really drink through uni. And then obviously the older you get, you like introduced to wines and more things like that. And then I found the drinks that I do like an Aperol. But I also am like, if I can have it without the alcohol in it, I just like the flavor of it, then I'm going to have the
that.
non-alcoholic one.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
What made you want to cut between midweek?
Just because with the whole like self-employed content creating, keeping not having set work hours and everything, the productivity, like some of my friends are like, we went for drinks, but like I have to be in the office for 9 anyway.
Yeah.
And then they're in the office for 9 and then, I don't know what they do at work, but like I feel like if you're a bit hungover at the office, you can kind of like look like you're working a little bit or take a
and there's like a list of things
to
someone
do.
goes
There's a
do
list.
this.
Yeah, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas since my work became like a lot more from home and a lot more like self-motivated and everything, if I add a hangover to that,
It's not
also
happening.
my anxiety.
Yeah. Fairs. No, I the whole self-employed situation for an ADHD girly, let me tell you what. I'm surprised the lights are on.
Yeah, literally.
Because there'll be days where I hyperfixate over the most stupidest things. And it's like, you do have work you need to do. You have signed a contract. There are people waiting for you
this.
to deliver the deliverables. And you're like, No, that's fine. I would much rather watch Real Housewives, but sure, if you guys want me to deliver,
guess.
do you know what I mean? Like, fine, I can do that. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get trying to keep yourself the accountability, I guess.
Yeah, I'll be like
Adulting.
trying to do some work and then I'll be like, hang on, I haven't cleaned the skirting boards recently. Like, whoa, Chris, what are you doing this again? Content, work that I've been contracted to do. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You haven't dusted underneath the bed.
Yeah.
This quarter.
And all of a sudden you have to do it.
What? Yeah, like the windowsills didn't need cleaning yesterday, but they must be clean now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's hell. It's hell, to be quite honest. But we're fun.
We're fine.
We're making it work.
We're making it work.
Yeah.
Good time, girls.
Something that is heavy. You just got back from holiday.
I did.
The opposite of hell, heaven.
Heaven.
Did you like that segue?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
How was?
It was glorious. I've never been to Marbella before. Now, I'm not a party girl.
No.
And I went out of party season. Best thing you can ever ask for.
Yeah.
And everything is much cheaper. So I do like, those like, what are they called? The sunbeds?
Cabanas?
Beach clubs.
Beach clubs.
I love a beach
Nice.
club, but I don't want to hear,
Yes.
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, you're also paying like what? A ridiculous amount of money for a bed.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we just rocked up. We were like, let's see what happens. Bed, usual asking price, 1.5. And we were like, if they quote us that, we're leaving. We're going down the street.
1.5.
1,000.
I went,
Euros?
1.5 what?
1.5 thousand.
For like
Whoa.
a canopy situation or truly
For like
the
a
bed.
bed with a canopy by the pool.
But
Right.
It's ridiculous.
these places
It's ridiculous.
are loopy loo. Like,
It's ridiculous.
you cannot expect me to pay for a sunbed.
People
I
are
get
doing
the
it.
establishment is gorgeous.
Please.
Everyone's got to
Be
be
for
paid.
real.
We're paying, you've
Right?
got rent to pay.
Yeah.
You're going to, whoa.
Be for actual real.
Seriously now?
Yeah. Like, please.
Please.
So we got a taxi down and we said to our taxi driver, wait here.
Wait, we might be quick.
This may be an in and out job.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's see what happens. We're very much spontaneous girlies.
Yeah.
So we go to the front desk and we're like, hey, we'd love to, get some food. That's how we started.
Nice.
And the woman was like, you can't really get food without getting a bed. And I was like, oh, how much is a bed? And she was like, well, usually they're 1.5, but today we can do it for 200. Bearing in mind, you have to just use that 200 on the food. So I was like, sign me up. I literally was like, here's my card, charge the card.
Yeah.
The entire 200 went to food and drinks and we
Yeah.
spent
Yeah.
7 hours there. It was the best thing ever.
Sorry, that sentence is crazy. They're usually 1,500, but
Yes.
today,
number.
type.
Oh.
We can do it for
200, which can I just say is surely the normal amount, if anything.
For a super, for a lovely,
I would go as far as 500, fine. If it was like a super luxury. 1.5 is insane.
1.5 is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's insane.
but people be doing it, I guess.
Yeah. So we waved our taxi driver goodbye. We said, thank you, sir. Have a lovely rest of the
Lovely
day.
day. We're going to be here all day.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be here till closing.
Oh, we made the most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. And we had some sushi and we had some food. It was lovely. So
Amazing.
that was, just one of the things we did whilst in Marbella. But it's a weird little place.
Weird little
Marbella.
place.
Lots of rich people there.
Super glam.
I'm talking like Arab money.
Oh, right.
Like oil tycoons.
Got it.
With their wife and their kids. And
Yeah.
they're just like holding Hermes bags. And I was like, wow, I feel so poor right now. This
well, 1.5.
babe.
That makes sense.
That's the price to get there.
I know.
Yeah.
That's my
the whole
hotel.
holiday.
What are you talking about? 1.5 for a bed. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to lose my mind again.
No,
but yeah,
no.
we had
Let it
plenty
out.
of these rants when we were on holiday.
I love the Hermes bag walking past, and you guys are like 200 for the bag. Let's go. Yeah, but that is nuts.
Yeah.
I've never been to Marbella. I've been to Ibiza off season, and that
Okay.
is really nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very like super chill. Like it's really. I mean, I've been in season as well, and it's obviously super fun.
Yeah.
But again, crazy money.
I think because I don't party and I wouldn't feel like I'm enjoying it. I've never been that person who's like, I'm going to go blow X amount of money on like liquor and dancing.
Yeah.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah. Ibiza off season was really sort of tranquil, really pretty. The weather's gorgeous, and a really nice vibe.
Do you guys holiday different?
We we haven't really been on. Should we
harmonize?
Do we holiday different? We haven't. We actually just went to Ireland together.
Yeah, which was fun.
Which was fun.
I think I don't drink anymore.
The last time we went on holiday together was when you were drinking.
I drank the minibar.
Yeah.
Right. No, like, but
I came back and went, hey, where's
the
everything
minibar?
gone? Hey, girl.
Hey, sweetie.
You good?
I was playing Sims in bed. And with the minibar and my sister. It was an amazing trip. Anyway.
Right.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
But I do think leave the hotel at 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Back in the hotel for 4.
Right.
Showers and naps
Resort shower.
until 7.
Yeah. I love, when you're on holiday, I love a shower.
Oh, midday?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do 2 showers during the day.
Yeah.
Period.
And then my morning and my night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
4 a day.
Gorgeous.
Well, you just feel so fresh.
Yeah.
And then you can just wrap yourself in the robe
Yeah.
and just like have some phone time or some Fanta lemon time.
Fanta lemon.
Fanta lemon.
And then ready for the evening.
And then after resort shower and getting ready, it's just like out on the balcony.
Yeah, nice.
Out on the balcony for 45 and then out to dinner. So
Yeah.
I think if we did go on like a hot holiday.
Yeah, we haven't been on like a summer holiday together since that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that? What
It was
destination?
in Antigua.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I get it. I would have done the same. I get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
It was incredible. So
Yeah.
that was my resort shower time was big towel on my head.
Yeah.
Mini bar.
Love Sims.
Yeah.
Out for an early dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just R&R.
Yeah.
just resting, just recovering.
Yeah.
You gonna hit the beach today? Nope. On Sims.
I'm not, actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a house to buy on Sims.
Yeah.
I haven't played Sims in years.
Oh, you're quite the connoisseur.
Well, you say that.
Oh.
I just have hours clocked.
Right.
Like, I can't make a house still.
Oh.
I can't I'm like so bad at the interior design part.
That's the fun part.
So that's what Chris used to, I just
No,
like
I like-
playing them.
I was in like taking them to work and
Yeah.
Okay.
I like being like, they're level 10 guitar and it's like really like the intellectual part of it. I'm not doing, you know what I mean?
right.
But I go through phases where I won't play The Sims for a year and a half and then I'll play for 4 weeks for hours every day. And then I won't play for 2 years.
ADHD
We actually think we're both.
on the spec.
Undiaged.
Yeah.
Undiagged on the spec.
On the spec.
Yeah.
There was
Welcome.
Hoping to maybe delve deeper soon.
Yeah.
This is quite a this is quite a vulnerable story.
Okay.
But there was one time I was in Florida.
Where she used to live.
I used to live.
Oh, okay.
She lived there for 4 years.
My friend had ADHD and he had ADHD meds. I was coming to a party having been at work all day and he was like, I'll give you one of my ADHD meds and it will help you stay awake.
Okay.
I took one of his meds and I sat in the corner and thought, whoa, like my brain is calm. Oh, wow. I can chat with everyone.
Wow.
I'm relaxed. When someone's talking to me, I can hear what they're saying.
Wow.
And then I woke up the next morning and went, I'm not going to overthink that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move on. This is a problem. This is a problem for me in a couple years.
Fine.
You know what I mean?
I get it. It's a lot sometimes to be like, this little thing had such an effect on me, but to get there, it's such a journey.
Yeah.
I diagnosed much later on in life, during the pandemic. I saw videos on the pandemic and I was like, interesting. I'm not having an isolated experience. Seems like everyone has somewhat the same experience. And then I went to my therapist and she was like, oh yeah, babe, you definitely have that, but like go get like an actual test. Anyways, I'm too afraid to take the medication.
Right.
Interesting.
I'm too afraid. I don't know if it's the black in me. I grew up in an African household where like, I don't know, herbal remedies fix everything. My dad, the school told my dad that I was dyslexic and he was like, it's okay. She just needs to read more.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm trying.
the thing is, you see how there's a difference, you see, but anyway, but yeah, I'm kind of afraid to take the medication. However, I am getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know how much more I can
resist.
Yeah.
Or avoid. Yeah.
And I'm not even necessarily thinking about me. I saw a video of a woman and she was like, I have ADHD and I'm a mum. And dealing with it, single girl on the town is one thing. Like my kids haven't been picked up from like basketball. Not funny, but like also,
and you're like,
also kind of funny.
Yeah.
But that's something that I could do.
yeah,
Would do.
yeah.
And I just don't know if I
For the bit, no.
bit of character building for the kids. Do you know what I mean? No, that's the only thing that plays in my mind.
Yeah.
Of like when I'm now responsible for other people, not just myself, it
Right.
could affect
It is different.
Yeah.
little people.
And motherhood as a gay best friend whose friends now are starting to have children. So bearing in mind, I'm not really involved. I'm still I'm not like hands-on helping.
yeah.
I'm observing. Motherhood looks hard.
Oh my God. When I say I revere mothers,
Yeah.
because childbirth itself, pregnancy itself, you are attempting basically to just try and stay alive.
Yeah.
Like organs
Yeah.
are shifting, your
Whoa.
teeth are going crazy, your hair is falling
Teeth?
out. Yeah, gum disease, babe. Teeth shift.
WTF.
Yeah. Somebody was like, when they tell you to take those vitamins and those calciums, it's not for the baby, it's for you, because that baby is going to suck up all them vitamins and calciums from you.
Right.
So you're the one who's going to be deficient.
It's crazy.
They're being serious.
Oh.
Take the vits.
Take the vits, babe. So, I revere them. But then on top of that, you then have to just make sure this thing becomes a functioning human being
Yeah.
and doesn't like download too much trauma.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot. To be a parent is a lot. Bow down to you guys. I'm far too selfish at the moment to be doing all of that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
I've made my peace.
No, I'm good with that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing my friends be mothers and how hard it is. Like my friend has like a 5-month-old baby and it's been hard.
Yeah.
Shout out, you're doing amazing, Illy. But then I go like, I'm so sorry to my mum when I was like, leave me alone, mum, like off. And she's like, my mum's like, fuck you. Like, you have no fucking idea what it was like.
None.
And I'm like, oh, leave me alone. I want to go
Yeah.
out drinking. She's
Even
like,
worse.
go out drinking then. After I made you and you sucked all the calcium out of my teeth.
Yes. Yeah.
Brush yours.
I don't want to
Brush your teeth.
Yeah.
You. Us.
Children.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's not something you should. I think people take it far too lightly. I'm gonna have a baby.
Yeah.
It's crackers. Like, I feel very lucky that I'm gay and have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want kids, da 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 da. And I was like, I'll do that with you. It's not going to be in. Like, it's not coming from me. It ain't coming from me.
You see this womb? No.
If we're doing this, love it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Love that for us.
Love that for us. We're connected. Let's become parents.
Yeah, just not.
Not from this old.
Good
Not
for
from this
you.
old girl.
I said to my I was about to say my boyfriend, my now fiance.
Fiance.
No, stop it. I said to him that like I want to experience childbirth one time. After that, we're adopting.
Yeah.
For real.
Amazing.
I've always wanted to adopt. I just feel like I would like to experience it, but I'm also not gung-ho, like I have to have a baby from my womb. I feel like you can be a mother without having to push a child out of your vagina.
Yeah.
And he was like more than happy about it.
That's amazing.
And yeah, so we are agreed that like one
and done.
out of here, the rest will just, come to the house.
Yeah.
Come to mother.
We'll find you, you find us.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
And there is so much, there's so much more to being a mother than
Exactly.
just
exactly
carrying.
And
yeah.
I think and there are so many children out there who could do with loving, warm households that I think if we take away the pressure of like women have to give birth to be considered as mothers, we would have a lot more happier people because they haven't A, destroyed their bodies, and B, they can still show that maternal love to, a child.
100%.
children that need it.
Yeah.
100%.
So
We both worked with kids like when we were teenagers, like in summer schools and
Nice.
stuff, and like have cousins that are very young, or not anymore, but were very young. And I have felt like so strongly. Do you know what I mean? Like so like protective, so motherly, so like, you know, and I just go like, God, if you vibe with a kid, it's like, hey, I love you so much, I'm going to protect you. And if you can feel that with like a cousin or just like a kid over a, you know, summer camp, I'm like, all good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And when it comes to like parenthood, I think, don't get me wrong, parents do an amazing job. But when they say it takes a village, it literally takes a village. Like, and you don't understand how those little, you know, interactions that I would have with like my mum's friends as I was growing up, or like my dad's business partner or whatever, those little moments of like nurturing and like life lessons that you pick up along the way form you into the person that you are. And they come from everywhere. So, you know, the gunkles.
Yes.
They all feed into it. So like,
100%.
Yes, there is, you know, quote unquote, being a parent, but I think being a village is just as important. And when you strengthen your village around you, look at us getting deep.
No, I love.
When you strengthen your village around you, I think it's for the better, not just for you, but for also your kids, you know?
Totally. Yeah. I think having as many positive influences around you
absolutely
can help shape you into a really multidimensional person and meeting other people from different walks of life, and, you know, not just having one kind of you know, sort of beam of communication, just like meeting other people and having other people's experiences and everything is so beneficial.
Totally.
I saw this TikTok video the other day of this group of like 7 friends, and basically once a week, all of them just make a huge fuck off meal and take it. So like you're basically going to the grocery store once, you're making a vat of like chicken stew.
Wow.
But then you're taking it and dropping it off. So like everyone's just cooking. And then I was like, okay, I need more friends. Yeah. But also
I literally
we need to get to 7.
Yeah. I'm at 3. Yeah. You're now 4. Yeah. But I, honestly, it is like, I was like, that is genius. Yeah. You're doing one big day of cooking, one big afternoon, and then you're done.
Love that.
Isn't that so amazing?
Yeah.
That's the village.
That is.
I would love a cul-de-sac
full of all my
all your friends on one in a house for each of you. It would just be amazing.
Imagine.
I would take an apartment block with everyone having their own flat, but there would be something about like coming out of your front door, down your pathway, and then up the pathway into someone else's. And you had like a cul-de-sac of all your friends.
Yeah, like Wisteria Lane.
Come on, just without the plane crash and the murderers and the tornado and the werewolves and the everything that happened on that damn street.
Yeah. God, minus that.
Yeah, no one moved away.
No one. Rental prices did not drop. Housing prices did not drop. People just
kept moving in.
Coming in, yeah. They were like, oh, this sounds nice. A tornado, love that for me. What? But yeah, no.
Crazy.
Can we talk about the scene where Edie, I think she like makes it out of the crash, like she almost crashed her car and she's alive, and then she opens her car door
and electrocutes herself
onto the. Do you remember that?
I've forgotten that.
That is so tough.
We're talking about Desperate Housewives.
Yeah. We've done a real hairpin turn into.
We've shifted gears.
Yeah, that was enough.
Too much deepness. Too much
television.
No.
Desperate Housewives.
I need to rewatch it. Everyone's been rewatching it recently. Yeah. So it's been like on my timeline constantly. And I'm like, God, I miss this show. Like it was such a good, but also the cast drama off screen.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is it crazy?
That's why Edie was killed off, right?
Yeah.
Because Nicolette Sheridan had some drama with the head writer.
Nicolette Sheridan?
The actress of Edie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I also love looking back on shows like that and being like, how did Susan afford that house? Ooh. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we don't know where Wisteria Lane is. It could be in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's obviously a very posh suburb.
Houses,
yeah.
Or like, I don't know, like watching, is it Pretty Little Liars? Where it's like, where are your parents? Right. Why are you getting to like mischief every day?
No one is checking you.
That was also One Tree Hill.
Oh my God.
We're 16 and we just live in this house and then go to school.
Oh my God. One Tree Hill was insane because it was like, this is
insane.
Call CPS immediately. Like, Child Protective Services need to come and collect you because what do you do?
Yeah.
Peyton just lived by herself.
She needs help. She's ill.
Yeah. She's alone. Help that child.
And then Hayley and Nathan getting married. Like, we're going to get married and then it like work it. Like,
and again, how are they affording that flat? Yeah. We're going to move out. With what money? First and last? I understand why you're getting
Like
rent.
you play like what? High school basketball? You're not getting
High school
paid.
basketball.
Like-
And then he goes and
You're
plays in that wacky league.
Yeah. Wacky. Do you remember the league? What was it like? It was
like got like a big-
it was like wrestling, but like basketball.
Wacky League is offending me. That Wacky League.
It's like trampolines everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. At least the OC had parents, but the parents were 5 years older than the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally, it was like, how does this work?
Marissa, come home.
Yeah.
And she's like,
It's like tits
she's
out,
like 28.
Like, don't talk to your mother like that. It's like, okay.
Is the mother in the room with us right now?
that part, literally.
But no, One Tree Hill fully had no parents. Do you remember Rachel, like the mean girl, the ginger girl? Fully like 38, 35, stunning. But then she'd just be like, she just came in, again, no family, but just like moved into Tree Hill and then just sort of moved out when they'd sort of, the character
what
moved
season
on.
was she in?
Like 3 or 4 before the time jump.
Oh, don't talk to me about the
These
time jump.
TV shows love to be like, I'd love these characters to be adults now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's enough on that. Let's just fast forward.
Yeah.
They did that in Desperate Housewives, didn't they?
Yeah. Just as they got fucking Susan and Mike together, they jumped forward in time and they were divorced. And I said,
No, don't.
fuck you.
No, don't, because that pissed me
Who
off.
is this guy?
No, don't. Because I am, like, when I think about how angry I was in that moment, because we didn't deserve that.
WTF.
We didn't deserve that. We had been with them
Susan,
from the beginning.
Mike,
Yeah.
you lost her? Again?
And you guys put us through a lot of bullshit to get here.
Yeah, too much, in fact.
Too much.
Yeah. Too much. And then all of a sudden, we're in the future and you two are, like, get a grip.
Yeah.
I need you to do some flashbacks immediately.
Get back together.
Yeah.
Get back
Because
together.
What are we doing? Yeah,
Get
no.
back together.
Guys, the time jump is irreversible.
Yeah.
Irreversible.
Please be careful. Please make sure we're really talking about this
Handle
and
it with
thinking
care.
about this in the writing room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, the Tree Hill time jump, I think, worked because they went to college and then they were all coming back. Also, Tree Hill.
I love you calling it Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill. Brooke, I'm going to start a fashion line. It's a fucking success. Peyton, I'm going to start a record label. It's a fucking success in this tiny town. I'm going to have a record studio in this 2-horse town.
There's 2 cafes.
Nathan,
in the whole
I'm going to be a
place.
basketball player. I am incredible at it. Haley, I'm going to be a singer. I'm on a national tour.
Oh my God.
These people were successful and honestly gave us all hope.
Oh, no.
You can put your mind to something and overnight you will be
Done.
Brooks, what was it? Clothes Before Bros.
Yeah.
I am a international fashion designer and I'm going to open this designer shop in Tree Hill.
Yes.
And everyone said, you can't open a designer clothes shop in Tree Hill.
And I did.
I did. And it is a what? Success. Everyone buys my clothes here in Tree Hill.
To be fair, listen, they were inspiring a generation.
They were.
It's
They
true.
were inspiring a generation, and I thought I would be a fashion designer. I didn't become that,
Yeah.
but you know, they did
Thank
what they
you,
had to
Sophia
do.
Bush.
Exactly.
Doesn't even
We love
Mouth
you, Sophia
become
Bush.
like a national commentator or something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They are this group of teenagers stopped the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Everything-
all from one place.
One place.
Yes.
One Tree Hill.
We are
One
the
Tree
Forbes
Hill.
list under 30.
We are.
We are.
the
It's
entire.
us.
Yeah.
You think the house prices in Wisteria Lane are high? The house prices in Tree Hill.
Listen.
These are our greatest minds.
Skyrocketing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. Why do they do that?
That one high school
Now
just-
looking back, not one failure.
No.
Not one failure. Well, I mean, they didn't have. They had their fair share of tragedies.
They did. They had their downs.
They had
did.
a school shooter.
Yeah.
And then Lucas can connect with ghosts because his uncle Keith came and told him in a dream what happened.
I forgot about that.
That was something.
Do you remember that?
That was something.
That should be your next TV recap, I feel. TV debrief, I feel. It's the rewatch of...
old school classics.
But again, there's a lot of
Did
episodes.
you guys ever watch Veronica Mars?
Don't know the full thing. But
Right.
no, she? Oh no, that's Alex Mack. Do you remember Alex Mack?
No.
She was like a kind of alien that like she could melt to like water and then like move as water and then like reappear. But Veronica Mars was Kristen Bell.
Yes, the detective. Teenage Detective. I loved that show.
Shout out to Teenage Detective.
Right?
Shout out to teenage detectives everywhere.
Solving the mystery, solving the crimes that the adults
Could
you
never.
just can't see it.
You just don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Did
Who
you
else
watch
was
the reboot?
I did, and I watched the movie as well.
Okay.
Which I mean, it scratched the itch. Could have been better, but it scratched the itch.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know when you've just got like a nostalgic show where it's like I love
mine.
all of these characters, and it's a comfort watch now.
Were you a Buffy fan?
Baby, I grew up in an African household. There was no witchcraft.
No witchcraft. Fine.
There was
I got
no
it.
witchcraft.
Understood.
Got it.
Charmed, didn't see her. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, couldn't see
Not
her.
even Sabrina.
Sabrina was too dark. They said that black cat,
Yeah.
They said no.
And honestly,
Turn this
fair.
off.
Yeah, they said blood of Jesus immediately.
Yeah, fair.
Let's say a prayer.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I didn't. But I did go back and watch, I think it was it? I think it might have been Charmed that I went back and watched. But honestly, I think I'd missed the
That's
if you-
another
the
one.
buzz.
How are you paying for this house? Or is it inherited?
It's inherited.
Wasn't it their grandma? No,
It's just
grandma.
like a $4 million
Yeah,
house.
literally.
It
was gorgeous as well.
A stunning house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darkwood, Philadelphia. I don't know. Like
San Francisco.
tea.
Yeah.
San Fran. Yeah.
Nice. I went to go and rewatch Gossip Girl, but like maybe just after maybe in the pandemic.
Right.
And I was like, if I'd watched this in real time, I would have loved it.
Oh, you had never watched it before?
Never watched it before.
Right.
And I went, I don't know about these moany kids.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like you have to be in the moment. The minute it comes out.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like a cult.
Yeah, for sure.
Like everyone's talking about it, everybody's watching it, you're invested.
Yeah. And again, those are some teenagers with no parents.
Oh, they were awful. They were.
Yeah.
Those children were the worst.
Yeah.
They very moany, very rich, very privileged. Get a grip.
like if I was younger, I would have been like, I love you, Serena.
Yeah.
As like, I think it was in COVID, I was like, grow up.
Yeah.
Like,
There are real issues.
Real stuff is happening,
Yeah.
Serena. And you're getting drunk
Yeah.
on like fucking
Yeah.
upstate on a school day.
Oh yeah.
Go to school.
Get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a job.
Well, and it's like people keep talking about our drama and like Gossip Girl, and it's like stop doing terrible stuff.
Stop being horrible people.
Can you consider that for a
Yeah.
minute?
Yeah.
Maybe mind yourself just for like just for like 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And maybe this will go away.
Yeah.
Anyway. That was like Pretty Little Liars, but they were like, did you guys watch that?
So
No.
I tried.
It's
I tried. They dragged that show out. It was painful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get to the end with you. You are actively pushing me.
You're stopping me.
You're stopping
You
me.
don't want me to do this. And I had to bow out.
Yeah.
Something that did that for me was Riverdale. Riverdale on Netflix. The first like
Cuckoo
2
bananas.
seasons was amazing. It's kind of like, I also didn't know it was like kind of comic books brought to life.
Oh, okay.
So it was like kind of it was like thrilling.
Oh, yeah.
But then it kind of got
Riverdale,
like yeah.
with the twin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. For some reason I thought you meant like, I don't know, some like farm, like
Farm thing. It sounds like a farm. Yeah.
sounds like a-
kind
like
of
a ranch.
down on the
Right.
ranch. No,
Okay,
Riverdale. Yeah,
Riverdale, I know
with
what you want.
Cole
Yes,
Sprouse
watched it.
and
Yeah.
Lily Blonde. Lily Reinhardt.
Yes.
We
I just made up a random name.
and Camila
Cabana.
Mendez.
That's what I was gonna say.
The first 2 seasons were so gripping, and then it was like, then the season was like never ending. It was like 32 episodes, and then it just got so weird. Like it got so like when it gets like you've created the most ridiculous storyline ever.
Like
and
it's trippy now.
I need to drop this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the cast by the end would like post TikToks and be like, we're back. We don't know what's happened either. Like they truly were just like, we've read the script, we think like,
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
but the good thing is we're leaving with like the best of friends.
yeah.
But it's
Friendship.
because we're trauma bonded from this like fucking show.
that just will never end.
Never ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy fan?
Again, at the beginning, absolutely.
Too much sad stuff happens.
It got to the point where I was like, I have to mentally tap out. for me. But I love Shonda.
Yeah.
I love everything that woman does. It just, now it feels more, and I don't mean this in an assaulting way, it feels more like a soap opera.
Yeah.
There's just been that much that's happened that I'm like,
how Meredith Grey even gets up in the morning.
How? Everything has happened to her.
Everything. All her loved ones, dead.
Gone. And she's there.
She's like, let me clock in.
There, let me start my shift. Let me scrub up and, give people excellent care.
I think you would have retired by now, wouldn't you?
And move.
Yeah.
Move.
You would go get a house by the water, but
I was gonna say, like, move to Montauk.
Yeah.
Just get a house on the water, relax. Queen.
You've been through enough.
And get therapy.
Have, cashmere, cardigans and read books. And that's all you need to do. And maybe take up painting.
Yeah.
No, because you've been through a lot. You need soft things around you.
Sort of like tighten them to your body as you look out over the
the water in the morning. So that's what she needs, not what she's going through
for real.
now.
I tapped out around season 11.
Oh, you're late.
So much stuff had happened. Like, so many people had died. So many like natural and man-made disasters had happened.
Yeah.
And then they were doing like her and I think Jackson and I think Christina was still there. They started doing their like exams. it was like kind of resident exams or something. And there was like a couple episodes where they were like having, and I remember my friends who are doctors, they have these like really intense like interviews where it's like a couple of hours long and it's like a really like high up doctor exam.
They're boards, I think.
Yeah.
This is what it's called in America.
And there's a couple of episodes where they have these like really like serious, kind of dull exams.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is where I get off.
I think I'm good now.
Yeah.
I think
bring back the tornado. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe something, just to razzmatazz it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. It got to the point where I was like, I can't anymore. But to those who are still in it, good for you.
Season
20 something now, maybe
20, I think.
Yeah, watching people revise on TV, that's kind of tough. Do you know what I mean? I don't know that I'm going to do all that.
This has been
I love this.
This has been delightful. I wish we could do this all day.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for being here. Anything you want to let people know? Obviously, people know where to find you online.
Yeah, all the socials are the same. At Sarel, I'm on there yapping about something or another.
Chit-chatting.
I gave up the stand-up comedy. I've left that to Chris.
But
I've left it.
But hosting, presenting.
Hosting and presenting, love. I just think stand-up comedy is
But you did amazing at that Knock Knock show.
Thank you so much.
I thought you were great.
I think the performing part isn't the hard part. It's actually coming up with the material.
Right.
That's really difficult. And you have to like write a good joke. And you like wait for people to laugh. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Rejection therapy 101. No, thank you.
Fine.
So yeah, I just now talk online.
Yeah.
And that's me.
And you do that fabulously.
Thank you, darling.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here. And thank you everybody for listening. This has been...
Sorry. Thought we were doing the same
time.
I
was just going to throw it to you telepathically.
Stay hydrated.
Bye, everybody.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.